Hello and welcome everyone to Silver Asset of the Day for the 8th of October 2020, presented by myself, Phil Carr, at the Gold and Silver Club. So really following on from Gold Asset of the Day, we've seen some explosive moves over the last couple of sessions here. As we mentioned previously, expect the potential for vulnerability on the metals this week, with China on public holidays until tomorrow. So with that, what we've seen over the Asia Pacific session is very thin liquidity. Metals have been under pressure. We've been waiting here very patiently for dips further, particularly on gold here, to come down to key liquidity zones in order to reload, which has worked out great for us here. We've been able to buy back into gold yesterday. Currently, our long position is up over 100 points. Also, with the breakout that we had on oil earlier on in the week, which is up over 9% in 2 days, this followed through nicely in some of the industrial metals that we trade, being palladium and also copper. Copper, we banked partial profits yesterday for 105 points. Our palladium trade is now up over 4,200 points, over 2 positions, and we've also banked platinum earlier on this week for 200 points as well. So with that being Thursday at the moment, profits locked in so far this week are 400 points. For every 1 lot traded, that's $4,000. For every 10 lots traded, that's $40,000 of profit. The narrative shift very quickly from the beginning of the week, where we had a risk on environment where you can capitalize on those bounces on the energies, which we went through with you on detail on the week ahead commodity report. Look at support around that $36 per barrel handle with oil. We've seen that break out to $40 per barrel that we discussed with you on the week ahead commodity report, and also on Tuesday too. And of course on Tuesday, the whole dynamics of the market changed later on in the session, very quickly flipping into risk off as we saw that update from Donald Trump on delaying talks regarding stimulus until after the election. Markets immediately moved into risk off mode. We saw that big sell-off on the metals. The dollar broke out to the upside. This was perfect for opportunities to reload again. Again, if you're patient right now in the markets, avoid FOMOing in like most of the retail traders are doing at the moment. They're buying silver too high, gold too high. They're not being patient, waiting for these pullbacks, waiting for the cycles to play out. This is what typically happens over this week in the Golden Week holidays that we have in China. Metals are vulnerable, and we've seen that, of course, on Tuesday with a very quick sell-off. So I hope many of you have capitalized on these pullbacks. Where we're at currently with the gold silver ratio, it broke back towards 79 to 1 today. So it's under 80 to 1, which currently is favorable for gold and silver to move higher. Also, whilst the dollar holds below the 94 level, this also creates an environment which is supportive to the metals. Right now we have silver, which is trading around $24 per ounce, finding support this week just under $23 per ounce. We still remain range bound at the moment. The best way to capitalize on the metals currently is to be nimble. Regularly bank those profits. As we've mentioned before, you cannot just buy and hold at the moment and expect the price to go up in a straight line. You'll make much more by coming in and out, banking regularly on the precious metals, on gold, silver, platinum. This will help you a lot here in order to make the most during this very lucrative period in the run up to the election. Be mindful too that on Friday we have China returning from their 1 week public holidays. This can create more volumes in the market during the Asia Pacific session. Often the metals can respond really well to that when China come back. After their 1 week holiday, we've already seen the metals get quite a nice bounce over the last 24 hours here. It's been a very lucrative week again here. You want to make sure that you're able to capitalize on this range bound price action. So again, where silver is right now, it's holding at $24 per ounce here. Whilst the ratio remains below 80 to 1, whilst the dollar is below 94, this is favorable for more upside on silver. If you were to see the ratio break back above 80 to 1, if you see the US dollar break above 94, this is where silver, gold will be under more pressure again. At the moment, key support for silver remains at $23 per ounce. That's a zone you want to look out for buying evidence on retracements. Platinum too is worthwhile having on the radar here, whilst it's trading below 860 for optimal entries on that market. And of course, if you'd like to learn a research-driven approach to the market, where you're utilizing the same data, market intelligence that the hedge funds, the money managers, the banks and the institutions do, where you're aware of the cycles in the market, the intermarket correlations, key levels of liquidity, utilizing data, market intelligence to give you that edge, especially with your timing during the current market conditions, which are very favorable for trading right now. We're going to see back-to-back trading opportunities between now leading into the US election, which is now only 3 weeks away. So if you would like to join a community of successful traders, learn a research-driven approach to the market, just make sure you click in the link below today's report in order to make an application to become a member of the Gold and Silver Club.